kind of a prize pool.
I mean, from a pro player, you can learn so much. They know exactly what's right in most situations. So whatever they teach you, it's going to be 100% accurate, which is really good.
Yeah, this is one that I tell you what, I would like some time working with APOC myself. That would be so nice to get that opportunity. So we are going into game one on Ohana here, and we are going to be seeing Vexed Zerg go against SirColveskey, who's a Protoss, and that is going to. It looks like we have got gold on silver here to SirColveskey's gold. Vexed is silver. Do you think there's a big gap here that makes this where Vexed can't win?
Well, I mean, there's always a gap, but the gap is not big enough to say that you can't win, though.
Alrighty, well, we have spawning down here in the bottom right in the purple is our Zerg player Vexed and his opponent. In the opposite in the top left we have SirColveskey, in the orange the Protoss. We've seen SirColveskey play several times in the past. He's part of the FSU B team, I believe, and it looks like he's interesting enough, he's putting first pylon in base, not going for any kind of a wall here. Any concerns about that?
Well, he's putting it in a place where he can surround his nexus with gateways and stuff. So he's still kinda safe, depending on where you place the gateway. But I would prefer to see a kind of wall at the ramp, or go for that really quick nexus.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to see what he has in mind here, but he certainly didn't place it in a position that he is planning on expanding early. Whereas on the flip side, it does look like, oh no, Vexed is going out for the scout there. He's at 15. We're going to see if he is going to expand first or get pull. And there we go, pull 15 pull. We got that first gateway, like you said, that is starting to slowly make a wider area for Lings to have to roll around. He does the same thing on the opposite side. It will be more of a roll around crutch here.
Ooh, actually now getting a pylon low ground, so this might be a one gate expand. One gate expand is fairly safe. The only drawback is if your opponent go quick speed links, you have nothing to defend with, and you pretty much lose your expansion. But as we see for Vexed, he doesn't have a gas yet, so it should be safe.
And Colveskey doing a really good job at denying this expansion. Goes ahead and gets him up into the, and it's denied once again. And now
and
it
this is
looks
happening a lot. There's no floating 600 minerals. Oh, he might even lose a drone.
Oh, and drone down. He's not droning anymore himself. He hasn't got the queen started. He's got more than enough money to get. We've got one zealot out already. Cyber on the way. Another gate on the way. It looks like he's walling down, using a gate and a cyber to wall off down there. But he is going ahead and putting an in-base pylon way up there. So we will see what happens if Vexed is going to see it or not.
You know what? I think he's trying to trick his opponent that he is expanding and might go 4-gate behind this.
Yeah, it's kind of looking that way, because you certainly, I mean, I don't really like the positioning of this cybernetic. It's a free target. Oh, he is going to expand behind this. That free targeting right there. Right now we've only got one pylon powering it. That's a little bit concerning to me personally.
Yeah, I don't really like the pylon in front like this, because if this pylon falls, the core will stop producing warp gates. You want the warp gates out at all.
Right.
And you're gonna fall into some trouble.
And we've got 4 Lings here working the way that looks like they're only going to go up to the Zonaga. And finally, Vex is going ahead and getting his gas. Now he's got his queen out, but he's not getting that next inject going. And there we go. It's starting now. We're seeing going ahead and getting all the way up to 4 gases here for certainty. So I'm gonna go ahead and look like I'm gonna assume he's gonna go um, and at the same time probably I'm waiting to see that robotics go down.
Yeah. But now the interesting is Vexed doesn't really know that the Cloveskey has expanded. He has an over in place, but he haven't checked. Right now he's kind of playing blind, getting a road torn out and stuff. And I'm kind of surprised they haven't tried to get that further out. But as I pointed out, he haven't seen the expansion, so it might be thinking the opponents the one basing him right now.
Yeah, and we did just see the Lings try to get past that wall. They were shut down. There wasn't much that they were able to see. In fact, they did not see the expansion. But the Overlord does have vision. He can't see the gases, but he can see the workers. But if he watches that positioning right, he can see the workers just transferred over to the gas. And he's third, which right now it seems okay. It looks like SirColveskey has one gate. We're gonna see if he catches that and gets that fixed. But I find it a little interesting that he's got this pylon in base and not applying any pressure with it whatsoever.
It could be that right now he has 4 gates up, or even going up to 6 gates. So he's going to do base pressure here. It could be that he's going to try to pressure the third by warping in a few zealots there behind and attack the main, force your opponent to multitask more, which is a really good strategy, especially in these low level leagues.
And we are seeing 2 more gases going on for Vexed here, as his third is about 3/4 of the way done. He is almost halfway done with this first upgrade for the roaches. We don't even have a forge down yet for Cloveskey, who's continuing. And here goes the zealot warp in on the high ground. Really needs to get those. Yeah, it looks like he's going to hold for those other couple gates. Layer tech starting up right now, so this is a good hit time. Once those gates open, hopefully he's going to warp in a couple more zealots, since there are.
Ooh, and this can be scary though, because Vexed has 0 units out on the map. He's used to making drones still. And if there's a lot of zealots and sentries here, it's going to be really hard to defend.
Yeah, he wants to hold with the queens. He does block. He does. His force field isn't hitting. Right, 1 queen down, moving in right now. We got 10 roaches in production, but he is okay. Now he's going for the queen and the spawning pool at the same time.
And the queen falls. Now there's only drones to defend. A few roaches are going to pop though, but is it enough?
Yeah, and it looks like he really is focusing. This pull down pool does fall, and the rest of this is going to get cleaned up. So pull down, but we'll see how important that is to him, since he is going roach heavy. Got a lot of them.
Meanwhile, that was going on. Cloveskey warping a lot of sentries back at home.
Yeah, and he's starting.
So he has a big center army, but I would like to see some more damage-dealing units as well.
Yeah, absolutely. He can force field off well, but he has to keep the zealots in the front at the same time. Because some range is a difficult composition, as he's bringing these zealots down to the natural, as the other ones are working their way up towards the ramp now. 6 more roaches in production right now. He force fields off that top ramp. Going to try to deal damage down here at the bottom. There's just another queen down. A couple roaches.
It looks like he's actually going to clean up all of the roaches right now. There's only 2 roaches more on the map. 13. Actually, it's 13 of the map. A lot of them just sitting here in the main, just now moving down.
Yeah.
But is it going to be enough? A lot of stone has fallen, but now the roaches are here to reinforce.
Yeah.
I don't think it's enough, man. Looks like.
I don't either. A lot of drones getting cleaned off here. He's got those top roaches force fielded off. He's got zealots on the high ground that his opponent's not aware of yet. He splits them. He keeps splitting these roaches into smaller groups, actually getting a lot of damage off of sentries, which you don't see very often. They don't normally get kills of their own.
Yeah, but now they're starting to get more and more roaches there, and if the sentries fall, these zealots are nothing to help them out.
Yeah.
So it's still not over yet, but as more and more zealots streams in, I think it's going to be
And there we go. We're going to get
That's all.
Vexed for